Hello there. Apparently I didn't change the title. I forgot all about the title. You know, these things happen when you get older. You'll get there, don't you worry. Now I must prepare myself. Is it morning? Well, obviously. It's obviously quite morning here. Hello there, caretaker.
Oh, Captain! Captain, it's so good to hear you.
Good to hear from you. I've been on vacation for some time.
Yeah, we've had some... Everything's been fine. The dragon talked to us. I mean, the kraken talked to us.
Oh, it spoke!
Yeah, it's not too pleased with us. It says we're a little, lazy. Not worthy, it said. So I've been trying real hard to make our fleets as best as possible to impress its sliminess.
Well, if it's telling us that we're not worthy, then it's just the way it motivates us to push ourselves to greatness.
That's... I never thought of it. That's why you're the captain, and I am just the one that polishes the scales.
You are the great caretaker, ensuring the safety and security of the great Kraken of the stars. So tell me, how is the Empire? Caretaker, are you there?
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. My communications went off there.
Give me the status of the Empire. How do we fare?
Sure. We've made inroads with a certain robot named the Information Broker. They're a little weird, but they send us alloys once in a while, and we tell them to just leave us alone, and they do. We got a science-minded folks that asked for help and then said they didn't need it. We got some weird little critters coming along asking to give us cookies, and they're really pushy. And we're solitary by nature, so I kind of tell them to go away. Everyone wants to gawk at the dragon, I fear. So we've been building up our defenses around the dragon's nest.
Good. Yes, we must protect the dragon, the Kraken of the stars, with all our might. It's a vital member of our society. Our entire culture is built around it.
So we have been pouring water on our planets, melting ice and expanding them, so that's a positive. We feel much more at home, and the Kraken seems pleased.
Excellent. And then status of the Drowner. How is the construction of the great Drowner coming along? Have I lost communication with you, caretaker?
I apologize, Captain. I'll throw myself off the keel later. Yes, the Drowner project's going well. We're progressing. We've met a couple of stumbling blocks, but all sails unfurled, and we're heading that way, Captain. It should be fine. Should be right on schedule.
Excellent. Now, what do you tell me of this strange bacteria that has been affecting the galaxy? Are we too affected?
Yes, Captain. We are affected, but we are a fishing people, so we have not been suffering the food shortages that the rest of the galaxy has. We're quite well off. We've actually been selling our excess food stocks in these dire times.
Good. Well done, caretaker. Well done. You've made us all proud.
I thank you, Captain. Your words honor me.
Now, what is the health of the great Kraken?
Hungry, a little blue, but I think it's highly motivated to keep eating. There's another dragon not too far away. They don't seem to like each other.
That's because our Kraken is superior.
I agree, Captain.
It must sense it must know that it's inferior to the other one.
Well, it's a dreadful shade of red, you know.
Yes, there can be only one Kraken of the stars, and that's our Kraken. All others are false.
Disgustingly false. Not even proper Krakens. They lack the scales and the proper kelp foliage.
Our Kraken gives and it takes, provides and it takes away. What more can you want from such a deity?
You'll be pleased to know that the Kraken did lay down upon our planet for some time, opened its gullet, and allowed us the pleasure of feeding it personally.
Oh, fantastic! What a glorious honor for our people!
And casualties were incredibly low.
Oh, that's fantastic. So the Kraken blessed us with only feeding so much.
Accurate. Well,
what a benevolent, wonderful beast of the stars. We are truly blessed, our people. From our war with the winged ones, to our skulls of the predators who thought they could devour us, to our glorious robotics, which... How is our robotics coming along?
Our robotics? You see about that. There was a lot of Kraken priests who disagreed with it, but we have begun starting to develop robot technology. But it does make the priesthood rather cranky.
Have you solved the problem with the salt water getting in the electronic components there? I know that was an issue a couple generations back. Robots didn't seem to work well underwater.
But no, that's been fine now. Mostly because of submarine technology and whatnot.
Well, all right. Our glorious robotic systems will eventually, I'm certain, will be just fine. They'll be just fine eventually. We'll get the hang of it. As long as we could build something to help defend the Kraken of the stars.
That's what we're doing. Our main starbase in our home system is a thing to behold, truly. Almost what one would call a citadel.
I'm using my instrument panel and I'm zooming in on our beautiful Aquatica. What a beautiful world. How was our fleet? Oh, wow. That is a beautiful fleet.
It's been a long time coming. We had some technical problems.
It looks glorious. The High Fleet of the Grand Admiralty. All in the name of the defense of the Kraken of the Stars. What
We're
a
looking to expand
glorious...
the fleet soon.
Oh, the Kraken looks healthy as ever.
Very shimmery and very blue.
She provides for us all. Perhaps a slight dimming of her left dorsal fin? Perhaps more food would be required? Have you also been...
We can handle that.
Have you been checking the consistency of the Kraken's droplings?
Actually, yes, we have. When it departed the planet, it left us a gift, and we analyzed it thoroughly.
Oh, well, it was fantastic. Good. Its consistency was still thick and not dry.
That's, it was just as the zoological committee said it would be.
Oh, wonderful. Good. Very good signs of healthiness there. Good droplings that are very large.
Captain, if you look in the full system, you can see that pretender drake. Now, we've been readying the fleet to go and take care of it. Many of them form little effigies of this false dragon and beat it with sticks at night to raise morale.
Yes, we should shoo that creature away. The Kraken of the Stars needs many lands to explore and adapt into. It doesn't need to deal with... It should be us who carry that burden.
As you say, Grand Admiral. Grand Admiral, there is one small thing that I thought I should let you know.
Yes, what's that?
In the Jundir system, there seems to be a wormhole that leads to the other side of the information brokers, near something called the Hobbit. We've been keeping an eye on it and building a defensive base around there, should anything decide to come through and be less than hospitable.
Well, if we have to give it a message of intimidation, we can do that. Make sure they understand that we are no small fish. We are the big fish. We would not be mauled to death by their jaws. They will face the drowner.
Yes, we're working very hard on getting the drowner online.
Well, yes, just
Any month now.
let us just pretend that it is online. There's no need to let others believe otherwise. Yes, caretaker? Yeah.
Yes, so a bit of subterfuge, Captain. The insistence of those little dreamer people that were coming out with cookies and hassling us. They wanted to share our sensors, and we told them no. And then they sent a science ship in and started poking around near where the Kraken was. So we closed our borders to them.
They're good at sacrilegious. They cannot poke around their instruments around the great Kraken of the Stars.
That's what I tried to explain to them. Anyway, I thought, and maybe I was wrong to do so, that it would keep them... They're so concerned with having friends that it would keep them busy if they thought they had less friends. So I sent one of our more skillful, sleuthy agents to cause some problems between them and some other nations.
Well, that's good. Keep them at a distance. Don't let them know too much about our empire. I don't mind friendly gestures, but they don't have any business being within our borders.
That's what I tried to say, but they never listen. We've got a lot of strange critters living in our territory, floating rocks, Tianki matriarch, another fake dragon. We've been looking at getting rid of them, but, one thing at a time.
Well, any threats that I should be made aware of?
There were were some uppity lizards, but they look like I got killed off by the science people on our border there. They've extended nothing but good thoughts to us and respect our territory, so that's all right.
This is the information broker?
That would be the galactic science folk.
Oh, the galactic science endeavor. All right, I understood now.
Who are also now robot folk.
And they respect our borders. They respect the Kraken of the Stars.
They haven't shown any aggression toward.
Because they're not going to be able to use their pokey instruments on it.
No. And I've been refusing all food. I don't trust that cookie people. They send us a bushel of food, even though we have plenty.
Yes, it looks like our food reserves are quite high. Good. Everything looks in order. Power systems, minerals. Fantastic. Well, yes, we'll keep things moving, caretaker. You know your oath is there to care for the growth and protection of the great Kraken of the Stars. It is vital to our empire.
It will not fall under my watch. Have my word.
You see the new episode of the Kraken and the Little Fins?
Of course, I never miss it.
That's a great show. I love it. It brought a tear to my eyes.
Yeah.
Watching the little fish swim with the great Kraken, it was beautiful. What an honor.
That's the dream I had.
We will definitely make sure that the Kraken of the Stars is well preserved and cared for, secure within the borders of our empire.
Esteemed Admiralty, I bow to you as a servant of the IT Lords. Just wanted to introduce myself. Hello.
Hello there. Welcome.
Hi. Yes, thank you. Two things you should probably know. Thing number one, you have a mighty dragon in your empire, and it seems to have attracted the attention of the Yerduans. They hunger for more than just food, and I believe they've set their sights on you. Please, please be careful.
Who the hell are the caretaker? Who are the Yadarians?
They're a plant folk, just beyond the borders of the science directive. I could ask the science folk to close the borders to them and keep our dragon safe. But maybe you would be best to go down and ask such as it.
I would be pleased to. It is unacceptable. No one is to interfere with the ongoings of the great Kraken of the Stars.
Agreed, Captain. I'll start shoring up our defenses.
Yes, start doing that. Defense platforms, security systems, massive fleets, and the Drowner must be brought online.
We'll get to it, Captain. Drowner, yes, of course, right away.
Nothing will threaten the Kraken of the Stars. Nothing.
Okay, well, I'll leave you two now.
All right. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, of course.
Its light guides us. Its motions of its tail sends waves across our planet. The Kraken of the Stars has nourished Aquatica for generations. We will return the favor. We will ensure that the Kraken of the Stars is not threatened in any way. No one, not even a science officer, is allowed to interfere with the ongoings of the Kraken of the Stars.
science nerds got together and asked to see if they could go up close and do an invasive study of the dragon scales, and I said no to that.
Absolutely not.
You sit on a telescope on the planet and you look at it like everybody else.
Long ago, this mural was made to depict our battle against the winged ones. They flew up across Aquatica. It was really tough because they flew. We didn't. We didn't have that. We swam. So the winged ones would fly in and attack us. And it was the Kraken of the Stars that aided us. It swooped down and devoured one of them. They're a big one. We have been dedicated to it ever since. The Kraken of the Stars is the only thing that matters to us. We will return the favor. It guided us into the stars, and now we are its started protector.
You won't see me argue with you, Captain. It's been my greatest honor to serve watching over it.
It is a great honor. It is to be the caretaker of the Kraken. There's young fish spend the entire lifetimes trying to ascend to caretaker. Only one truly makes it, and that's your honor.
Yes. Emily put me through caretaker school.
I remember my time in caretaker school. That was a tough time for me. Awkward. Gills showing up in strange places. Very weird.
But you're a fine specimen now, Captain. Everyone in the Empire strives to be like you.
It has always been my honor to ascend to the Grand Admiral. To assume the responsibility of raising up the Cutlass Admiralty and securing the Kraken of the Stars.
I'm just wondering, Captain. If only we could paint the other dragon blue, we might be able to fool them. But I don't think we have enough paint or enough time.
Painted blue.
Ring.
Captain.
Yes.
Captain, I think it's for you.
Hello? What? Who's there? Have we established connection?
Hello?
Hello?
Who's this?
This is the Grand Admiral of the Cutlass Admiralty.
Ah, yes, the brown people down in the bottom right of the galaxy. Yes?
I suppose, yes.
The fishies, right?
Yes. We like water, but we don't care for the word fishy. We are the aquatics.
Aquatics, right, yes, okay. Well, anywho, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Mr. Stump. I am the Grand Admiral of the Yarduna. Plant life people, yes. Now, we've heard through the grapevine that you may or may not have acquired a large, gigantic sushi fish. Is this true?
That is not true. We have our deity. The one who guides us, the one we protect with our very lives, the Kraken of the Stars.
Is it delicious?
It is your death should you seek to interfere with it.
Is it edible?
It would lead to your demise at the hands of the Drowner should you interfere with it in any way.
Sounds delicious.
It sounds like it'd be, a skewering for you. Let this be a clear warning as I can ever give. The Kraken of the Stars is not to be interfered. It is not to be bothered. It is not to be studied or scanned. If you don't look at it, you don't come near it. Any violation of this would result in a war of cataclysmic expectations for you.
Number one, your retort?
Wrong. All right, prepare for war. We're gonna have sushi tonight. Nice meeting you.
Your civilization will drown.
Thank you for your time.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah, Captain, that sounds pretty bad.
Prepare our defenses, gear up our weapon systems, and find me some allies of like-minded appeal that would want to assist us in defending this great creature.
There is the science endeavor. They might be amenable to it.
Let's establish a communication with them then. I'm very angry right now. I'm very frustrated.
Oh, sorry, Captain. Yes, I don't...
How dare they come to us and tell us what they're gonna do with our Kraken? It's ours. We are its protectors. They don't have any right to come here and try to take it.
Just trying to find...
Every member of the Cutlass Admiralty must make it their mission. We will throw ourselves at their ships if we need to. Young fish will ascend to the stars and annihilate them.
Well, we're directing our people towards better defenses, so hopefully we'll have enough to hold them off. But I'm gonna be honest, Captain. They're a shark in a tank full of big fish.
I assure you, we are no small fish ourselves. How is fleet production going?
It's going as quick as we can, Captain. We have some pretty good alloy production, but we've been focusing a lot on building our base defenses. If they want to take the Kraken, they're going to have a hell of a fight over Aquatica.
Good. That's all I require. Dedication, commitment, sacrifice, all in defense of the great Kraken of the stars. Who the hell are these plant people anyway?
I'm not entirely sure, Captain. They just, they've mostly kept to themselves. I never had any dealings with them. We never did anything wrong by them, as far as I know. But it sounds like they're gourmands.
Let's take a look at our home system. Do you have that nice device that dampens their warp capabilities? Or some of the big guns on that space station, the ones that shoot the big beams or the projectile big rocks?
Excuse me. It's the IT team again.
Oh, hello.
Hello. We heard what's brewing in the galaxy, and we thought you might want a platform to be able to talk about it with others.
I would like that, yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to beam you up to one of our conversation rooms and channels, and we'll all set up for that. Does that sound good?
That sounds wonderful, yes.
Here we go! Okay. So how's this going to work is we will take you and bring you up to the live council room once we're ready, and Jimmy will prepare a scene for it. Well, you'll have to turn on your camera when you get back in there, and then he'll count down from 3, 2, 1, and you'll be live.
I'm ready.
Wonderful.
So, is this just roleplay, or do we want to see gameplay from?
Yeah. So here's what we'll do: is it will be primarily just the roleplay with the 3 first, where they talk, and then we will switch to the gameplay of the aquatics under control of Mordaith.
Okay, cool. And then, do we only have Burke on camera? And
Yes, Burke.
Yeah.
I think it can be.
Or do you want-
Let's do all 3: Burke, Cringer, and Fred.
Okay.
In some kind of maybe an alliance, if you guys can manage it. I don't know if they'll go for it.
Do you need me for that, Max? Or
If you and Burke have a good rapport with one another, like the way that you've kind of been going back and forth, then yes, as audio.
Burke's okay with that? I'm okay with it.
Let's do it.
Wonderful.
On our end, do we have the gameplay of the third computer ready?
Just need to fix the camera.
Yeah, we're just gonna fix the cameras really quick before we interrupt our protagonist.
And I'm going to jump up to live and just prepare them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jag tror redo utfall de signar off for an incoming.
What did I agree to? I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry, I went full Swedish on you guys.
So they're gonna see my video, right?
Yes, as long as you have OBS virtual camera on.
It is on. I am good.
Cool. Sweet.
Okay, guys, we are
Right.
in incoming transmission, so I'll move you up to the room.
Can I unmute?
Bated breath.
All right.
That's an excellent squid mask.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What mask?
So just to quickly iterate what we're doing now. First, you have the roleplay, and then when we go out of the roleplay, we will see the gameplay from Mordaith, so Burke's Empire, and that's the perspective we'll have for a while. And then Max, you can just tell me on Discord
Sure.
when you want to switch back to the normal one.
Awesome. Sounds great.
And we don't need to do a transition between that, right? We can just jump back to the scene with our
Yes,
protagonist. Play.
exactly right.
Yep. And Nurgle is nodding. He has that ready. So we're just waiting for him to say yay or nay if we're ready. We are ready. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Ready.
All right. Then we go live in 3, 2, 1.
Let me know when we have connection.
Yes, I think so. Who are you?
Oh, they can see me? Oh, greetings. I am the Grand Admiral of the Cutlass Admiralty. We are reaching out to fellow citizens of the stars. We have run into a potential problem that we seek the aid of others like-minded like us. We are a species that likes to stay home. All we care about is our home system. We have no aggressions outside of our borders. What we do have, however, is a sacred creature that has defended us, and we have revered it. Little fish always look up to it. The glorious Kraken of the Stars. This glorious creature has been home to us for generations upon generations. It helped us in our great war against the Winged Ones, and ascended us to the stars. These plantoids, these Yaderi or whatever they're called, came in with no sense of diplomacy whatsoever and threatened our glorious creature. The Kraken is our great savior. It is our protector, and we are the stalwart defense of it. We will sacrifice every single one of our people down to the very bottom of the sea to defend it. And we ask others out there to assist us. Think of the children.
You claim to have tamed a space dragon.
No, I make no such claim. It does not get tamed. It does not get bothered. No one inspects it. No one bothers it. We are its protectors.
I mean, that sounds pretty cool. All our dragons that we had are dead thanks to, hunting. Yeah, we hunted and ate them. So, I mean, they were dicks, all of them, so.
We do not care about them.
You're friends with this dragon. This Kraken.
Kraken of the stars.
I must respect that, I suppose. And I must say those plants are creepy. I don't like them.
They were quite assertive. Even when I was kind in the greeting, they threatened our glorious creature, as if they had a right or claim to it. Our children revere it. We have a cartoon show that shows up every day. The children sit around and watch episodes. It's called The Kraken and the Small Fish. They love it. Every episode. Could you imagine the tragedy of our children to see its glorious dead carcass displayed because of these plantoids decide they want to eat it? That will not happen. Every last one of us will give our lives in its defense. We will be a species that will go eradicated completely from the face of the galaxy before we allow any harm to come to the great Kraken of the stars.
I mean, you had me at morning cartoon.
It's a good cartoon. You should watch some. They're on season 22.
The plants made promises to our people. They said they would give us alloys in exchange for food, yet when we were in dire need of alloys years ago, they never sent that food, or those alloys.
So they cannot be trusted.
That. Now they threaten others. The
As
dwarves,
you can see, they have declared war on us. We are asking for your assistance, brothers and sisters of the stars. Help us, and we will help you.
Hobbits, the dwarves are in a tight spot right now, but we are prepared to go to war.
Our economy has seen better days, but the second Hobbit sovereignty swears to help you.
Then I shall grab the Great War Saber.
There you have it, Fishman. We agree. We will aid you.
This saber has passed down for generations among my people. It is a pact. If I show this to you, it means you have our sincere thanks and loyalty. In the war ahead, we join you together in defense of the great Kraken of the stars.
We join. We will defeat the plants. Leafy little buggers.
Then we have an accord.
We do. Hobbits.
That's all we do.
I shall see you on the battlefields, brothers.
Yeah, thank you.
In transmission.
What we have.
Did we end
It's always the awkward part of the transmissions, I feel.
Did we end that transmission?
I'm muted on my end.
Where are the Yodans? Okay, there we go. Now transmission's over.
Yeah,
Okay.
now it's over.
Yeah, transmission is over. But when we come back, it's going to be all three of you with the gameplay.
That's great. A great costume, Burke.
Thanks.
Yeah, we have.
It was last minute from Amazon 3-day delivery.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. It is not easy the day after Halloween.
No, it is not. Amazon's all jacked up because of this logistics stuff, man. All the stuff
We
that I
don't
wanted,
even
I
have
couldn't
like
get.
1 day shipping over here, so I always try to grab like whatever, like Hobbit stuff I could find. I was like, what the hell does a Hobbit dress in?
Do you want to jump into some gameplay now?
Yeah, so let's we've got a couple of options here. We can have the three of you in a war together. It might be good if you guys are in a federation. If you want to join one with the Cutlass, you can form a federation together. But one of you, I don't know if any of you actually has the Federation Ascension. The tradition. Has one of you taken that?
I don't.
Yeah, I've taken it. I think
Awesome.
Grace. Yeah, Form Federation. Yeah, I can do that.
Fantastic. Okay, so Fred, we're going to go live on the next view, and let's have you start out by sending a Federation invite to Burke and
Yeah, you just do that via the contacts.
I'm gonna do what I can. My economy is absolutely crushed because I don't know what's. It's been hard to keep up with what has actually been queued up and what hasn't been queued up when I'm doing these planets. So,
in between this, as the galaxy gets a little bit older, I think you'll be able to balance things appropriately. We'll figure it out.
no, I mean I have no problem fixing things. It's been a pain. There's things that were done or queued up and then never actually got done or queued up.
Got it. Okay. All right. So let's switch to the new scene, and it starts with Fred with Federation. Sound good?
So you want Fred's gameplay with all of them?
No, you can do the three of them as is. Oh, yeah. Can we do just to start with Fred's and then switch over the aquatics?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But we have all three of them in
Please.
there. Yeah.
So do you want me to still be just a camera? Oops.
Are you ready, Alex? Okay, so then we are ready on our end. We start with Fred, and then when the Federation is done, we go over to look at the Aquatics Empire.
Wonderful. Cool.
Then
So
we go
I
live.
just stay as a full camera, right?
Sorry?
Do I stay as a full camera? You don't want me to show gameplay?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh yeah. How are you going to see your game?
I can see it myself on my other computer.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, you can stand there. That's fine. You can be a bit closer. So,
I can just look intimidating. You got it. No problem.
Sweet.
all right. Then we go live in 3, 2, 1.
Now it's time to form a federation, or just guess those dirty plants.
Shall we, do we have a name for the Federation? How about the Fellowship of the Kraken?
That sounds
like that.
That sounds good. Usually the Hobbit sovereignty will just let everybody vote for it. And we have a lot of Hobbits, like Hobbit faces around, I'll tell you.
Not
Good,
with
good.
your diplomacy, hobbits. Just agree and let's do it.
My caretaker will take care of most of the business here. He's a
Of course, Captain. Whatever you need.
He's a wonderful caretaker. Oh, he started as a little tadpole, being trained all his life to become the great caretaker of the great Kraken of the Stars.
We are now the Fellowship of the Kraken, a galactic union.
Very good. This is a great day for our empire. We'll have to add another trinket. Caretaker, I need something that will go on the wall.
How about a horned helmet?
We can work with that. I shall use this as a stand-in until then. This is the helmet of the previous Grand Admiral. He burnt to death in the sun.
Terrible shame.
It was a damn
I shall
shame.
invite the Cutlass Admiralty.
I shall add this here. That's you guys right there. That's in our history annals. Right here, this is you.
Glorious.
Our children will sing your praises. I'm assuming the plantoid, whatever they're called, Yadari or whatever, are headed to our system. So we will need
We need a little
fleets.
bit better relations to invite you into the Federation, however, for at this moment.
You could send a diplomat over, an envoy of some sort, and improve relations, and it should be no problem.
That we will do.
Well, we can improve relations right now. I like swimming, and I like movies about giant fish. I sometimes fancy myself singing.
You love this one then. On my planet, we actually have a movie about Maelstrom, but it's like on top of the ocean. It's just made out of air and wind, and it actually fires sharks.
Oh, caretaker.
Yes, Captain.
Can we get a weapon that fires sharks?
Well, there's the drowner. We could outfit it with some sharks too, Captain.
That is a glorious idea, yes. And implement some shark systems into the drowner.
I'll get right on it, Captain. It might make post-drowner colonization a little difficult, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be great. And what about you, sir? With the big beard.
What was the question?
Well, we're trying to improve our relations, so what are some of your interests and likes in the world?
Ale.
What is ale?
Ale's a drink. It's the finest of drinks. We make many of them.
Construction complete.
That is pretty much our primary existence. As the hobbits, we've had a couple days of drinking together. Ale, war, and feast. That's about it. Although we seem to have eaten all of our turkey.
You're eating turkeys?
I was.
The turkey people, the remnants fled to my systems.
Stop it, hobbit, stop it. They were turkey. That's it. They were birds. They needed to be eaten. We ate them. Stop telling people that they were people.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. So you that's all you like to eat, those birds? Bird people?
We eat anything pretty much.
You eat anything?
Yes, that seafood is good. Some potatoes.
Is it? I see. Okay. All we eat is algae, seaweed, stuff like that. We don't exactly devour meat.
The Gamboni wants to give me a lot of stuff here. That is weird. I did not take care of my economy there for a while, so that was welcome.
Now,
I have information that our enemies, the Yodans, have entered into a defensive pact with the Dream of Quilop.
Now, who are they?
They are started out on the other side of the galaxy from us, but they have recently, it appears, come through a wormhole and are right next to both myself and the hobbits.
It is you. Usually I am very much for new friends, but we'll have to see about that one.
Do you think that perhaps a first strike measure might be in order?
It may be needed.
Secure your wormhole on your border, and then send defensive units over here.
The wormhole is in their space. We'd have to declare first.
In the Great War against the Winged Ones, they would always swoop down and devour our young on the surface. We took first strike initiative against them. They didn't see it coming. We threw spears right through their wingtips. We watched them crash into the ocean, and then we broke their necks. Perhaps you could do the same.
The dwarves are moving our fleets into position.
Did not see that coming. They were eating your young.
Captain?
Yes.
I'm getting a diplomatic message from the plant people.
Again?
They want tribute.
They want tribute?
They're demanding tribute. They're offering to protect us in exchange for our energy income?
What say the two of you?
I think it's a terrible idea, Captain.
We have at least fixed now so that we can invite you into the Federation.
No. If they are going to do nothing but threaten and demand, then I say no. We shall not cave into them. We stand together. We can take them down.
Do we have any information about them?
Not much. They've got strong security on their computers.
The plants have already proven that they do not follow through on their deals with the dwarves. I have no trust for them. None at all.
I am usually not for the warmongering, but they have proven that they cannot be trusted. And waiting for them to make the first move might prove quite perilous for us.
Caretaker, we do not bend to demands. If they wish to speak to us, then they'll have to do it in diplomatic measures. I have the war saber, so I am prepared. They brought this upon themselves. It is in my hands now.
The dwarves are prepared. Fleets are
Hobbits will be ready very soon.
Good. And we'll make certain that in our schools, the two of you will be singed upon. The choir of the dolphins is gorgeous and beautiful. It sounds very similar to, like... It's absolutely beautiful.
It beats the dwarf singing.
Nonsense! How dare you insult my singing? Glorious war song.
You know what it is. And it's not singing.
I would be down to hear some of your fine singing, dwarf.
Fine.
You would be the first.
Some say these plant men would make nice spice. Try them, grind them, and use them
That's
on
right.
the
I love the
turkey.
costume and the play.
Yeah. There's a short song for you.
That was glorious. I respect the musical whims of your people.
Singing in the battle is the only way to go.
So what is our status, caretaker?
We're having a slight technical problem with diplomatic envoy. I am speaking with the IT as we speak, Captain.
Understood. Good. Let's get all that wrapped up. We do have a war to win, after all.
Hi, it's me. I'm
Who's this?
IT. I could use our Hobbit protagonist for a moment, please. Could you check to see what options you have available to you? Perhaps in your communicator, please. Thank you.
We can declare war.
War sounds good to me.
We can humiliate them. Cannot do much here. We'll have to manage claims against them. But I cannot see much of them.
So, how do you two raise your children?
As soon as their little tiny digits can hold an axe or a hammer, they are given one.
First, frolic in the fields until they are strong enough to learn. And then they learn. And apparently get very addicted to miniature collectibles.
The hobbit children in the word strong is not proper. Don't lie, Hobbit.
See, our children are raised from when they are just a little tadpole, that their life must be given thanks to the great Kraken of the stars. For without it, there would be no future, there would be no growth, there would be no ascension to the stars.
I will send a communique here because I need some map information on the Yurdao. And I am assuming that the Cutlass Admiralty will have some map information for us.
Oh, absolutely, your maps are quite well made, aren't they? Caretaker.
Oh, they're something, that's for sure, Captain.
We have the best maps, and we chart everything. Even if it doesn't matter, we chart it. Like these little pebbles of rocks that we found. There was like 2 or 3 of them just floating in our random system. Just 2 little 1-inch pebbles. We mark them as well. So what's that blue thing up there? What is that? On your head, dwarf. What's that blue thing?
This is the markings of our leader. Me, Forge Thane, Koba Star Miner.
Oh, you got.
Only the is allowed to have these markings, though other dwarves will have their own markings, especially for war.
Oh, I see. Okay, all right. It's kind of like with us, it's colors. You know, like I wear the golden colors here, and you know, because it symbolizes the golden saber of war here. You know, it.
It seems like that just got sold with the war. So even though I could not see them to claim them, things have escalated beyond our control. Anyway.
The Yadans have declared war on us.
They've declared war on you?
Yes.
Well, then I will advise you to secure that wormhole immediately.
It is just the Yordans. The dream of Quilop will not be involved. They were merely a decoy, I do believe. I am adjusting my fleets.
Well, let us go to glorious battle together. We will destroy them like we destroyed the predators of the past, who tried to devour us. Take their skulls and put it on the wall. Do plants have skulls?
No.
Caretaker, do plants have skulls?
It depends on the plant, Captain. But we can find a skull facsimile to put on your wall.
Okay, good, yes. We definitely need to put something on the historical archive wall.
I'll get to the root of the problem.
By the way, friends and allies, have you seen our glorious robotics?
More metal men. No.
Yes, they were designed for aquatic and air combat. That's what the glorious wings are for. Right there.
We have something similar in our world. Eater of World it was. The kids love this.
Well, we've had some trouble implementing them. They keep breaking down because of the seawater problem, but other than that, they work for us just fine outside of the ocean.
How ironic that outside the oceans they work swimmingly.
Exactly.
Scientific breakthrough achieved.
I think if you guys have any envoys to send to the Federation, that would be a good thing.
We have an incoming transmission. Glorious. Send whatever envoys they require, Caretaker.
I'll do what I can.
The time of war is upon us. Once again, my people are being called to bring forth their fins to glorious combat in the name of the Kraken of the Stars. our union would be etched in history. The great fish, the ale-drinking dwarf, and the little one.
You don't have to talk about the hobbits. They don't need to be included.
Right, we're quite used to it. Boss, that's why we write the books, because then somebody has to eventually.
We like to write many books, but we have to write them in stone because paper doesn't work well. You know, underwater.
Stone should be used for making houses.
We have
The
this.
dwarves live in the mountains.
My people,
Your
we live in
stone.
little cartilage. We have these creatures that secrete some cartilage that we can formulate into little homes, little hovels. We crawl into that.
That is fascinating.
It is until you know how it secretes it.
We don't have to go over that on.
Yeah, we probably won't go over
Diplomatic
that.
process.
No, that's not that. We won't go into that.
No, it's banned on several TV channels. So
But let me tell you something. You don't know the power of the Drowner. It is a great weapon of my people, and we will use it to achieve victory over these plantoids.
What's the Drowner?
Well, that's proprietary information. It is a great secret of our empire.
All these plants have their fleets been seen.
I haven't seen anything on our sensors yet.
Understood.
You know, nothing on our sensors.
That's right, Captain. Sorry,
Sorry to interrupt, but shortly you'll be receiving a communique from the Yerduins.
All
Suppose
right
we can
then.
Excellent. See what they have to say.
I'm sure it's going to be
probably
something
no good.
filled with foulness and vile and vitriol.
Let them beg.
On our planet, we used to have a talking tree. It just smacks people. It's really weird, actually. We got rid of that one fairly early on, I remember. Used it to make cursed axes. They weren't really cursed. It was regular axes, actually. Once it was dead.
So, talking plants is normal?
Well, this one mainly complained, but for us, yeah. Our planet was full of wonder. But then the Wizard Wars happened, and a lot of other things happened. And then it was mainly us and the dwarves left.
For us, none of our plants ever spoke. But the winged ones of the sky were a great threat. We dealt with them, though. But I think I told you this story already. Anyway, moving on. It's just a big deal for us, okay? They could fly, we couldn't. It's kind of a handicap, and we won.
Similarly, how we had to deal with the harpies.
What is
our
a
ancestors did,
harpy? What
rather.
is that?
But they were mainly... they were actually also around towards the sea. Maybe they were similar.
We've never heard of a harpy.
They're bird people, essentially.
Do they have
Scheming bird
scales?
people. Actually, the dwarves took care of those, if I remember correctly. They would make these weird shields that would collapse on them like bear traps. Maybe that's why you had the inclination to kill the turkeys. That makes all the sense once we think about it.
Again with the turkeys. We didn't kill them. We cooked them.
Well, I mean, if you gotta eat, I guess you gotta eat, just, I understand.
Hi, everybody. You've got a communique coming in. I believe the Admiral can hear me, but the others can't. Just a heads up.
All right, we need to do some quick setup. Cameras on, please.
Oh, okay.
All right. I'm going to halt the fleets while we're doing this. If you guys would like.
You look great, Classy.
One moment, just setting up.
I'm gonna try to ignore everything outside of my fleets at this point. I've been trying to save this economy. I've never, ever been in a situation like this.
I'm losing so much energy thanks to the new fleets.
No, and it's not even just energy. I'm at 0 food, minus 198. Zero.
Okay, we are ready to go live.
Okay.
All right.
Is everyone ready?
Yep. Ready.
Yeah.
Then, 3, 2, 1.
What is happening? Are those plants here yet?
Have we established communication?
Plant people? Communication. Who is that?
Hello, I'm here.
Yes.
Who are?
Now you've arrived here. Now I have allies with the Great Dwarf and the Great Hobbits. And now you come before us. What threats do you throw now?
Ships. Lots of ships.
Threats. You talking to me about threats?
Yes, that was the question. What threats do you throw now?
No threats. No threats at all. You understand? 0 threats. It's merely just business. Understand? Business must go on. Business is business. And our business is eating meats, delicious meats. And it turns out that your sushi fish friend God is a big piece of meat, and we want the meat. We just want the meat. It's just honestly, that's what we want. Just some meat, a little bit of meat, and we're going to take it. We're going to take it, and you're going to accept this. This is just the way it is.
I know we will not accept this. It's not just how it is. That's within our borders. You don't have rights to come within our borders. The great Kraken of the Stars is our deity. We revere it. We serve it. We always care for it. Every last one of us will fight to die to defend it. Now we have glorious allies at our side, and we will defend it to the end. You understand? We won't give in to you.
The dwarves stand by our fishy friends.
So you have chosen death.
No. We have chosen glory. We will fight you in space.
Wonderful hors d'oeuvres before the main meal. Good.
I'm also part of this. I will help.
Your empire will be drowned.
Wait, how? We're in space.
You have planets, don't you?
The thing about it, see, I like the fish people.
Yes, sir, we do have planets.
People, they're good people. We have one thing in common. We have many things in common. Water is one. Water, we like water. You like water. But you understand this is no event. This is evolution. I can't stop evolution. Evolution just happens. And if bygones, I have to eat every one of your species, that's fine. We would have been happy with just your fish god. That'd been fine. But if you all want to throw yourself against the fray, I understand. I cannot stop you. That just means there's more meat for us. More meat. And if you're going to bring your dwarf friends, wonderful. We could use hors d'oeuvres at the beginning of the meal. That's good. We could use double meats as well.
Does anybody? Does this guy just ramble on?
Sir, number one, I think that they're offering to water our plants for us.
You do ramble, plant.
I'll let you know, though, that I know lots of species. Lots of species.
The dwarves will not fall to your kind. We took out the turkeys. I mean, we cooked the turkeys. And now we will eat you as well if we
know that this is a turning point in your empire and your people's history. It will be marked here on my wall, on our historical archives, that you attacked us and we drowned your entire civilization.
And when the dwarves make a pact, we stand by that pact. Back off, plant people.
Sir?
Well, fear not. I'm a reasonable leader. Reasonable. I can work with you. I'm very good at this. Ask my number 2. We're very good at working with people. We've been working with science. Lots of science. Many sciences. We met a lovely lady named Izzy. We go back now. We're very good friends. Izzy was telling me all about the sciences, great sciences, and that we're going to use the science to make the galaxy great. And we're going to work together as a team. And if you're going to be against our team, well, then I'm sorry. We're just going to have to destroy you. That's just the way it is. No offense. No hard feelings. It's just the way it is.
What the hell? The sciences? Whatever. You will be drowned, sir. You and your people will mark this day as the all last.
We have the science of fire and firepower. That's the natural enemy of anything, especially plants.
Wrong.
But you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. This is science. I tried this so many times.
No, they're wrong, not you. They're the plant people. They're wrong.
Stupid plants. I think.
In the communication, I guess. I mean, what else is there to have there?
Yeah. The Erdogan's disconnected.
Yeah. We're gonna get crushed. I see their fleet now.
I don't want to hear that kind of defeatism. Not from a dwarf.
I also saw it now.
No, I'm just cringing now.
We are ready to start transmissions again.
Yeah, we're going again. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Plant people talk a lot. We shall face them on the battlefield. Are we ready? Are your fleets all on the move?
Prepare our fleets, caretaker.
Word is the fleets.
Right on, Captain.
The fleets are on the borders of the information broker.
I think they will go into the bosom system first.
Caretaker, is perhaps the drowner online?
No, Captain. No.
Is it possible for us to do a strike attack onto their homeworld? Cripple their economy.
Not too sure if we have quick access to there, Captain.
Well, perhaps the Galactic Scientific Endeavor could do something to assist us.
Well, it sounds like they're working together, actually, Captain.
What the? I thought you said that they were the good people.
I said that they weren't causing us any problems, but it sounds like they're causing us so little problems, it's causing us a problem.
Well, perhaps we need to contact this information broker and find out what we can do to assist us in this endeavor. There must be something. Some way we can get the drowner online sooner rather than later.
I was not expecting to be hit first, but that seems to be the case. Does the dwarves have anything to support Busim with? We should no doubt be first point of contact in this war.
Where do you see him? I don't see him. He's down here south as far as I see. Do you have fleets on your borders?
Yes, they are just in the information brokers. And the closest path into our territory is via Busim. So we must assume that that's the path they're going.
Not if they're going for the dragon. If they're going for the dragon, then they will head straight for the dragon. I would.
I imagine they're gonna come through Zorn.
Bring your fleets here and help us defend the Kraken of the Stars. Together, our combined fleet and might will destroy them.
My fleets are on the way.
I will redirect my fleets to Thrawn.
Are there perhaps any other civilizations that would come to our aid?
No fish. But the fish, you must give me your map. So my fleets know where to go. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Caretaker, give them all sensor data.
Already doing, my lord. Captain.
Incoming transmission.
Where are their fleets? They have disappeared from my senses.
Keep a close eye on our sector, Caretaker.
Information broker is seemingly giving me active sensor links as well. Fantastic.
Caretaker, it is time to begin the initiative. The defense of the great Kraken of the Stars is paramount. Begin arming the younglings.
We've already passed out the junior soakers, sir.
Fantastic. Good.
It is worth noting that we've got a sizable defensive base in our home system. If things go poorly, we can fall back there and launch a full-on defense of the Kraken.
Good, 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 good.
In which system is that?
Their home base is Kadash.
I didn't want to assume. Maybe you had it somewhere else.
When we were talking strategy earlier, I was busy drinking ale. Remind me, where are we meeting up again? So I can tell the admirals.
Caretaker, where is an ideal situation for meetup?
Well, I believe that the enemy will first pass into our borders in the Zron system, which borders our territory and the information brokers. But if we wanted to go to one of our larger star bases and launch an defensive, sorry.
If they're coming to us, let them come. Set up our perimeter at a defensive location.
I am near the Zron. I see no sign of their fleets over here.
They do have a transport fleet. Yes, we cannot see anything inside the information broker's realm.
Yes, they may be hiding in there.
I'm going to send out one of our construction drones to see if we can get a hit off them.
Excellent idea, Caretaker. Scan everywhere. Search every crevice, every asteroid. Find them. Do not let them slip inside our empire unnoticed.
I said a request to the information broker, see if we can have their map data.
The dwarves will send a science ship into the region. I don't
They said
like
no.
our scientists anyways.
Our people are prepared. They've been bred their entire lives to defend the Kraken. If they come here, they will face nothing but death.
We used to have a certain species of mimics that used to just be bred all their lives on our planet before we annihilated them as well. Wildly confusing. You just go into a cave and it would be full of bread.
So I'm under the impression that many talking plants are pretty hostile then.
In our experience, yes, quite a loss.
Well, perhaps after this glorious victory, we'll have to wipe out the rest of any plantoid species in the galaxy.
We would like to avoid that, but it does seem inevitable.
Dwarves need food. Speaking of, we have sent our amoeba. You may be familiar with them, fishman. They're like you, with little dangly things, but in space.
Yes, we've seen them.
We have sent our amoeba ahead. Try to track it down and see if we can find the plant fleet.
Oh, gracious lords and captains, I believe I found their fleet.
Where?
The Elo system. It's just galactic south of Largo. They're coming on fast, Captain.
Do we have any? Where's our closest battlements for defending the sovereignty?
I see them now. I see them.
They have destroyed. They are right on top of my fleets. They have destroyed my amoeba. They killed Bubbles. I
Keep
damn
bringing
them
yourself.
They
We will avenge Bubbles. We will avenge Bubbles, brother. Keep coming in within our system. Avoid combat with them until you acquire with us in our defensive location.
They are hot on my trail. Going to be hard to avoid them.
If you can get to our capital, that might give us a fighting chance.
Yes, fall back. Fall back to the bosom of the Kraken of the Stars.
Their fleet is in the same system as me as we jump out. They are close.
Keep going, dwarven brother. Our battlements will wipe them from the stars. Our defensive position is absolute. Nothing will endanger the Kraken. And it will join in the battle as well.
My fleets are also on the way. They're meager at 6,000, but...
If our admiral keep moving, our fleets will be safe.
Good.
They are into the fish territory now, and they must slow down and...
Excellent. They will slow we are doing the scorched earth method. Let them burn themselves out on the outer limits of the battlements. They will eventually come to our homeworld, and when they do, they will face nothing but death.
They're on the move again, Captain.
Hobbits! Are you there?
Yes, we're not that fast though, however. If
I
we're going
only
at a collective
assume at
pace.
this point that your master plan is to flank them from behind. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Smart idea, Hobbit. Brilliant plan.
Depending on which way they go here, they'll have to go through our system. That will slow them down. We have anti-warp capabilities there. Let them bang their ships across our shoreline.
They seem to be tracking my exact path. Thuban,
The waves of our empire will crush them. They will be torn asunder. They will be drowned within our oceans. Soon their plantoid fibers or whatever will make a permanent residents of our historical memorial.
Save some for the dwarves. For we wish to grind them up with our hammers and make a nice spice out of them.
I have not researched a lot of ship technology, funnily enough, but they are on their way, slowly but surely.
Dwarven fleets, the first dwarven fleet is jumping into the Kardash system now. That is a glorious space dragon.
Yes. Lure them into the trap.
We're trying to squeeze out a few last upgrades to our ships, Captain.
Yes, here we go. The defense of the great Kraken of the stars. It will be a glorious day for our people.
If I were those plants, I'd turn, root, and run.
Every weapon, every system, it has all come down to this day. Ever since we were born from our tadpole beginnings, now is our time to shine. Prepare for war.
Dwarf fleets are in position.
The moment they appear, fire every weapon we have upon them. Do not fear, great Kraken. Your subjects will defend you.
Their fleets arrive!
Open fire! Annihilate them!
Hostile fleet engaged.
Go, dwarves! Raise your axes and your hammers! Board their ships if you must, crush them. Or not.
The Kraken joins the fight. The great beast will devour them.
Typical hothead dwarfs going ahead in the fight, away from the battlements.
Bubbles will not be avenged.
What is the status of the Kraken? Caretaker?
It's not looking good, Captain.
What do you mean it's not looking good?
They've pierced its hide.
That's a blasphemy. Increase our firepower.
We're giving it all we got, Captain. It's up to the Kraken now.
What do you mean?
Captain, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
The Kraken is gone.
You mean it retreated?
No, Captain.
It fled to another system.
No, Captain.
Incoming transmission.
It appears it was defeated with all of our navies.
You mean it's going to lie down somewhere?
Captain, they killed the Kraken and ate it.
What?
I think I'm gonna need a new job.
The dwarven people send our condolences.
The hobbits as well. We were not fast enough.
We are ashamed that our fleets were not strong enough to defend your space dragon, Merman.
What? What?
Our admiral will be reassigned to the mines.
That's not the point of life anymore.
Revenge, Captain. Revenge.
And by the great Kraken is no more. What will the children watch in season 23? The Kraken and the Little Fins. Caretaker in the show.
I'll send out the word, Captain.
Oh, the glorious Kraken. This is a tragedy of such epic proportions.
We're paused right now. Yeah. That was incredible. We thought the dragon was actually going to win. We had it written that way, so we're going to have to go back to the drawing board.
I thought it was close. It was so close.
So close.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
What is their tech? My fleets, I understand my fleets were much smaller, but they were gone in a second.
No, yeah, you guys fought outside of the like defensive turrets and stuff like this. So it's like that bond henchman thing where you just threw yourselves one at a time.
If
Otherwise
you had been
won.
in a federation, their space I think would have been considered defensive territory, and you would have gotten the bonus.
Ah, we didn't get the Federation in time.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, their fleet charged in faster than mine too. So I was, but see, that was the thing is their fleet, the fish fleet was like at 17, 18K, and by the time my fleet, I had my two fleets just slightly off to the side, sent them in right away. By the time my fleets got up there,
Yeah.
theirs was gone.
Okay. Thank you so much. That was really great. Burke, you can keep role playing as your character, but we'll do it off of the main screen for the two protagonists. We have something in store for these two, yeah, you can just keep playing for a little bit.
Okay.
And then we've got another 38 minutes or so, something like that, before the end of the stream.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. Thank you so much.
So now we want to go back into gameplay with our two protagonists.
Yes, please. And with the view of Fred, please.
Yep. Alex is setting it up right now.
I'll move you, Burke. Working on it.
Is the war getting ended, or we're still at war?
The war will be ended.
Okay.
What is there left in life, caretaker?
Captain?
I am the Grand Admiral that has proceeded over the death of the Kraken. I will go down in history as the worst Grand Admiral of our people. The Kraken has always been there, in the skies above, since our people first were born from tadpoles.
I'm sorry, Captain. We're just dealing with a lot of aftermath, as I'm sure you can understand.
The entire population must be in tears.
There's a lot of wailing, Captain.
I feel like I should give an address. But I'm overcome with emotion.
Captain, do you know what is funny about planets? they need water to live. But if they get too much, they die. Just like anything else that ain't one of us. I'll redouble the drowner.
What's that? Did you say it was online?
No, but we're gonna make sure it gets online.
Well, if I can't protect the Kraken, then I will avenge it.
Aye, Captain.
These are my secret orders to you, caretaker.
I'm listening.
Complete construction of the drowner. And set it a course to annihilate the homeworld.
Space the final frontier.
Of these people, the Yadaren. Find their homeworld and drown it.
I will do so with great zeal.
This is all our people have left. Vengeance is all that remains. There is nothing else that we can do now. The Kraken of the Stars is gone. So we will dedicate our purpose. We will reinvigorate our people in its remembrance and in vengeance for it. They will know the drowner. They will feel its pain. It will be the new Kraken. We will dedicate our civilization around this. We will revere the drowner as the new protector of our people.
I'll get in touch with the TV network, sir.
Yeah, so tell them that we need a new cartoon. The Kraken and the Little Fins. It now should be called The Drowner and Friends.
I like it. It's got a good ring to it, Captain.
Yeah, I think the young ones will love it.
I can see the little plush toys now. Soggy underwater, dry in the air.
It will be a glorious undertaking. Perhaps we could get our artists together and have them paint some Kraken-like colors on the drowner.
Well, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll go to help people have, a show of respect and remembrance. It will be glorious. And they will know if the galaxy remembers one thing about us. It was that you don't mess with the Kraken of the Stars without vengeance being brought down upon you.
But, Captain, we did give them hell for sure.
I just had to sub against this.
Apparently you're hearing my secret communiques. This is unfortunate and not intended, but it's happening and I don't know how to stop it.
Oh, that's terrible, Captain.
It's terrible for me. These are private messages and they're being broadcasted outward, so... Are we occupied still?
Captain, I'm letting you know that we're getting messages from all over the Empire from people who are mourning the death of the Kraken and calling out for revenge.
It is a dark day for this galaxy indeed. Inform all of them in return that the Cutlass Admiralty appreciates their kind words, and to never forget what happened here today, for it may happen to them as well Unite the galaxy against these invaders of the plantoid species. Always remember the cracking of the stars. Oh dear. There goes my, that's tea time.
That's a good idea, Captain.
Yeah, let me disable that right now. Alright. No time for tea though, today. Such sadness.
Hello.
Oh, it's... Are you... How dare you, you fiend, you vileness. Your name will be etched in our history for all time as the glorious, humongous, ugliest, terriblest, mighty, freaking, disgusting creature that you are.
So you're right about me.
We won't
I
forget
can't blame
this.
you, though, as being the number one species in the entire galaxy. You would write history about us. It's important. Keep documenting. I like to read books. Lots of books about us. I just came by to let you know that our 24-course sushi meal was a complete success. A very good success, along with half of your armada. That was good too. Very good too. Nice hors d'oeuvres. Very good hors d'oeuvres. Best hors d'oeuvres I've ever had. Number two would agree with me. We don't get a lot of subpar hors d'oeuvres. I was a little worried about that. Some people know a lot about that I get subpar hors d'oeuvres, but I'm so glad we got the best hors d'oeuvres. And then the sushi, the 24-course sushi. So good, so delicious. It tasted of God.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It will be your last meal. We will not go down into the darkness. You will face the drowner.
Go on. Are you still speaking? Still speaking false, fake news? If you need to finish, get it done. No one's listening.
The entire galaxy will unite against you for this affront. The Kraken of the Stars was a glorious creature for our civilization, and you had no rights to it. So we will see to it that every last one of you will fill your bodies with so much water it will drown you. Even plants can die from overwatering.
Something. Just want to let you know as well that we've pushed the brown down, as you can see in your area of the galaxy. Lots of pushing has been done. Brown's out. Odd color for a fish race, if you ask me. I don't know why you picked brown. Very, very different color. I don't know if I like it too much. Very, very odd indeed. Also a question, professional opinion. What does dwarf taste like?
Oh, it's gonna taste like your bloodiest demise that you've ever felt in your existence. One way or another, you'll pay for what you've done. We will dedicate our existence to wiping you out.
Can't wait for it. Wonderful speaking with you, Fishman. Thank you so much, your fishity. We'll see you again. If you want to come by for secondsies, we have leftovers. If you'd like to say
in communication with him.
We got a freezer full of Tupperware containers full of your God. If you want to come by and have a morsel prayer, whatever you all do, that's fine. Come on by. Our borders are wide open for visitors. Science vessels only.
Caretaker in communication with this fool.
All right, Captain. I'll just hit these buttons here. Beep, boop. And there we go. Gone.
Unbelievable. Do you hear the gall of him? The senseless carelessness he has of the great Kraken of the Stars.
Sounds like mindless boasting with nothing really to show for it except a few victories, completely humiliating their enemies.
We won't let this be. This will not stand. We must, every single one of our entire empire must unite in the construction of the Drowner to get it operational, to get it ready for war.
We're 27 months off of learning, being able to turn our star bases into citadels, Captain. Those are the only size of theoretical starbase that's going to be able to hold a shipyard big enough to manufacture the Titan. After that, we're going to put a focus on getting the Titan vessels up and operational.
Good. Well, at least that's some progress. And deliver a message to our people. A dark day, talk about our history, yada yada yada. The fight against the winged ones, that's a big one. People like that one. Again, mention our glorious robotics.
Yeah, we'll talk about the robotics, sir. It's always on the front ledger.
And then bring into light about the tragedy of the demise of the Kraken, and remind them that we have the Drowner that will ascend to the stars and get its great vengeance. Now that's what
not a
we
problem,
will do.
Captain. We've got our weed killer battleships just joining the Armada.
Good. Yes. And as long as we have every system in place to destroy these plantoids, they may think the war is over. To them, to us, it is not over. It is just beginning. It is over when I say it is over. It doesn't look like those. We didn't lose much territory, did we?
Nothing, Captain. They didn't take anything. Not even a star base. They just wanted the Kraken. Captain, do you have any instruction for the other, mega space fauna in the region? Let them be or take them out?
Well, they're not the Kraken, so I don't really care about them.
As you say, Captain.
Is there anything we could do with them? Any research that you might have learned?
Well, there is some theoretical practices that might delve into the dark arts, though, Captain. It would require a certain restructuring of some of our governmental ethics. We'd have to probably stop focusing so much on military prowess and study a bit about the process of reanimating the dead. We might be able to take one of those big space things and strap a cannon to it after we kill it, is what I'm saying.
Wow. Would that interfere with the production of the Drowner?
Let me take a peek here. It might. So, why don't we all wait until the Drowner's online before we consider anything?
Yes, don't worry. Everything is focused on the Drowner. We must have our vengeance. The Drowner is the single most important thing to our society now that we have lost the great Kraken of the stars. The Kraken of the stars. The Drowner will be our vengeance. I will not put this sword down until vengeance has been acquired. The war saber must remain in my hands. Unless the people killed me. Until such a time, though, I will hang on to it to show my dedication.
That's a good idea, Captain. Just be careful when you go to the little captain's room.
Oh yeah, I should probably put it down then. I mean, I could probably like
balance it.
Yeah, I could probably balance it. Yeah, like that on my shoulder, and then yeah, it should be fine.
I don't want an accident in there. Give them something else to laugh at us over.
We need a chant, something that will motivate the people with the production of the Drowner. The Kraken of the Stars was such a glorious name. Now we need something to... The Drowner of Vengeance, or... The People's Republic of Drowner. I don't know.
A chant.
Something to motivate the populace. Perhaps the people in my little box. I have this little box that communicates with the people on Aquatica. Perhaps they have a suggestion. Do you?
Yes.
Do you have a suggestion for a name? What battle cry would you like to establish, people? I believe they misunderstood the task at hand. It's supposed to be names including the word Drowner. The Drowner is a scary word that we want to include.
Drowner. Towner. I was never good at poetry class.
The Drowner consumes. Face the flood of the Drowner. Well, we'll have to see. They're not quite good at it either.
Captain, we're coming awful close to getting the Drowner operation. We just need the technology, and our society develops a little bit more, opens their minds to some new ideas, and then we can get the ship built. think we gotta really worry about scientific initiative. Endeavor. I think they're up to something, Captain.
I have stumbled upon the term that we will use. Back in the old days, and the days with the wars with the winged ones, there was a term that one of the great admirals used. It was, release the Kraken. We will retool that. Now, without the Kraken, we will call forth, release the Drowner. That should be our
put it
battle
on a bumper
cry.
sticker.
Yes, make many messages out there, put it on the social media platforms, C-Book.
Captain.
Instacoral.
Captain.
Yes.
The hobbits they have a machine uprising going on.
Cancel our robotics.
No problem, Captain.
Yeah.
No problem.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, is that new technology for our empire? Oh, come, Squire, bring that to me. Oh, hold on, let me, I'm being brought new technology. It's new technology. Oh, I will be very gentle. I haven't tried this. Is this to encourage us for the loss of the Kraken? Oh, it's magnificent. Look at that. A weapon of our forefathers. The Aquatica gun. Here in our need of our glorious species, we lost our glorious Kraken. It was destroyed and devoured by the plantoids, and now we are going to send the Drowner after them. And this weapon will also encourage me to move forward. Thank you, Squire. Oh, it's for the lower left hand.
Captain.
Yes. Caretaker.
The plants just sent us a pretty vicious insult. It was just meaningless political drivel, but it was clearly meant to insult us.
Well, insult them back. Tell them their vines are tangled. Tell them that their leaves will wilt. Tell them the sun will not shine on them no more.
I'll do my best, Captain.
Tell them they will be photosensitive instead of photosynthesis. That'll rile them up. That's a good insult there. Prepare to release. Stewards of the people of Aquatica, begin the chant when the time comes to release the Drowner. And the time will be coming when we actually release the Drowner.
Oh yeah, that time's coming any day now, Captain.
Prepare that chant, stewards of Aquatica.
We'll make mulch out of these roots.
We will have our vengeance. If we cannot save the Kraken, we will avenge it.
In brighter news, we're taking several terrible, dry, unmoist worlds and turning them beautiful, splashy paradises for all the kiddies.
Oh, that's fantastic. The kids will love it. They always like new worlds to swim in. This is gonna be a glorious thing. But somber, because we don't have the Kraken to guide us.
Captain? Could it be possible that Kraken's hiding? Maybe this is part of that test. You know, maybe it's staged its own death and is waiting to see how we handle things on our own?
I thought you said you saw them feast on its flesh.
Well, I saw them drag the body off, but could be a body double? Kraken was all-powerful.
I didn't consider that possibility. Perhaps this is a great test.
Well, you never know. Well, you know, it could be anything.
All right, then, yes. That's right, this is a test. The Kraken is testing us to see how we respond to aggression toward it. We must show that the Kraken, we are worthy. That's right, there was a message, wasn't there? It said we weren't worthy, remember?
That's right, Captain, you're right.
So perhaps the Kraken faked its death in a way to see if we could avenge it, to win it back. So, our task is even greater at hand. We must definitely drown the plantoids.
Stay the course on that, Captain, for sure.
This will be a glorious, long day remembered when we launch the Drowner.
Our science boys have been waiting for that for a long time.
And it's been something we've always wanted.
Oh, I dream about it now.
I remember
Drowner,
the fight
Drowner.
against the winged ones, which I talk about a lot, but, you know, they were
They're
so
terrible.
high. Yeah, they were very high in the sky, we couldn't reach them. That wasn't until the ice melted at the polar caps, and it rose the water level on the planet. Gave us an advantage. They couldn't fly too much higher, and we were close enough to defend ourselves. Thus, the idea of the Drowner was born.
A beautiful idea and a sound strategy.
Wait till the universe gets a load of that, a weapon of vengeance. How is everything else proceeding? Caretaker,
Yes, Captain.
how are things proceeding for us?
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. I thought I answered you, but my communications must have been off. Terribly sorry. Like I was saying, it's like time is standing still for us. Right now, we're just kind of taking a long pod. And I think we might be putting this story to bed right now.
Oh, I see. Well, then my instruction to you, going to the next chapter, is to release the Drowner.
We will do so, Captain. We'll make you proud.
Now,
We'll splish splash all over them.
stewards of Aquatica, you begin the chant to release the Drowner. That'll get our population really riled up. They'll have to tune in to the Solaris news feed to see how the story ends. Isn't that right, caretaker? We're having communications with you that are interrupted.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Briny Vengeance, you definitely want to tune in for that.
I would also like to say, caretaker, that you, even though we lost the Kraken, I take full responsibility as your leader. It is, I will assume the responsibility. I will answer before the people. But you have done a miraculous job. You have made us all proud.
Well, thank you, Captain.
Are you going to be continuing a live broadcast when this is over?
I shall. Captain, it looks like looks like we're being hailed for communications elsewhere. Which
All
means
right.
I'm going to be ending my communications to my pals here.
I see. So it is time for us all to end our broadcast to Aquatica? Is that what you're saying? Or is this another...
I'm gonna see about getting in touch with the IT guy.
I see, I understood. But I am looking forward to our expansion to the glorious Stellaris game, featuring our glorious aquatic people.
All right, Captain. It looks like anyone who is ending their outgoing broadcast should do so and go and see the IT guy in one of their private sections.
Very well. And I take it are you continuing then?
Next Friday, I think I will.
But not right now. You are ending your broadcast? Because I'm curious to where to send these people. If you get my drift. And I cannot hear you.
Sorry, Captain. My broadcast is over for the day.
Okay, all right then. Very well. Thank you, caretaker.
Thank you, Captain. It's been an honor.
Thank you, people of Aquatica. I will see you later tonight for more of other things. Have a great night. Or afternoon, whatever it is. Whatever. Goodbye.